Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, and welcome back to Holzer Map. So this is going to be a busy and somewhat hectic episode, but I will do my best and we will get through it and it's going to be awesome, I hope. So first thing you can see, obviously, we got some horses. What? Yeah, we got some horses. I got referred to the LS Mod Company website by the map maker of Holzer Map. Not personally, they didn't tell me to go there, but in the notes for the map, in that instruction manual, I saw a reference to textures that the map maker recommends, which are available from the LS Mod Company. While I was there, I saw a mod called the Horse Helper. You know, I really love the idea of these horses in Farm Sim as kind of a visual accent, because this is definitely something you would see if you've ever been in a part of the world like this, a rural area, an agricultural area. You know that to come around a bend and see horses, right? You're driving on this little road, you're lost, you're looking for a pub or a bed and breakfast or something, and you look over and you see horses. Yes, that is very cool. And as a visual accent, I love it. I thought the way the Giants implemented it was ridiculous, that you have to ride the horses. Come on, man. I got a bone to pick with Giants about a lot of things, and the horses are one of them. And then if you are going to do it, make it work. You know, you got floating horses and horses getting caught in fences, and come on, man, get it together. But I wanted the horses just as a visual aid. So with that Horse Helper mod, you don't have to take care of them. They take care of themselves, at least their health. You still have to feed them and water them and that sort of thing. And I guess they will make horses and then you sell them. I don't know. But yeah, we got horses going. What else do we have going? Let's go over here and I'll show you. So we have upgraded all of our textures. This is at the recommendation of the map maker. We're using the Forgotten Plants mod, or the Forgotten Plants. It's not really a mod. They're textures, and you need to put them in your game folder, your data folder. So it's not exactly a turn on, turn off mod. It replaces some files. It's not a big deal, but it really changes the look of the game. I like it, and it seems to have had no impact on our frame rate. So over here in what used to be a grass field, we've built a little solar facility. I thought that made perfect sense on this farm because it's a biological farm, and between these two, now these, I have to say, I'm a little disappointed in. These are heliotropic. They rotate to follow the sun and track the sun. These do not, and unfortunately, you know, I would have turned them both 90 degrees, but in opposite directions. So this one I would have turned 90 degrees anti-clockwise. This one I would have turned 90 degrees clockwise, and they would both be pointed at the sun, but they would be 90 degrees, and here's that OCD. I couldn't have them too close to this end of the field because as the sun sets, the shadows from these trees cover a lot of this field, right? So we'd have to have them back further this way. And because they're so wide, there's really no way to get past them. We would have like an area of grass trapped down at this end of the field that we would have no access to. So, hey, whatever. It's a video game, man. Don't take it too seriously. So I went ahead and put them on the side. And this field, I think we will continue to add solar panels over here. What we've got right here, the 2 solar plazas and the 3 solar panels, I believe are bringing in about 75,000 euro per day just from that. We do have a loan. Oh, we've got a loan. But at 75K per day, that loan is going to pay off pretty quick. I did some smoothing with the terrain tools. This was a lot more abrupt when it first went in. And we can get to our water tank here. So no problem there. Now the other thing, the map maker recommended that LS Mod Company. He recommended the Forbidden Plants mods or texture replacements or whatever you want to call them. So I went to LS Mod Company and did a search for, did I say forbidden? Not forbidden, forgotten. Man, I feel like I'm losing the ability to speak. Maybe that's a good thing. The Forgotten Plants mods. So I went to LS Mod Company, I typed in forgotten, and I got this forgotten pack. Now I thought this was everything. I thought this was the textures as well. It is not. What it is it's a bunch of stuff like this. In fact, I'll show you. Moment. So we go here, and we go here. Oh, I got a bunch of signs too. Don't know if I'm ever going to use those. They're cool though. Right. Where are we at? Where are we at? Right here. So there's on the left, there's your BGA. We got some of these manure bunkers. We got, right, all this stuff. We got, I think there's more over here. No. I know there's more down here. Yeah, this stuff. Story fertilizer, bunkers, right? These covered bunkers. So it turns out that Forgotten Plants pack has buildings in it and has no textures. You need to download the textures separately. However, we got the buildings, and I thought, shit, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do it. So I put this BGA in here. It's little. And then I put this in here. But I found something out. The first time I brought grass down, I thought, you know what? Let's experiment a little bit. This will take grass, and that's what's in it right now. I don't know what it's doing. We didn't get paid immediately. So I don't know if you get paid when you put grass in it or only when you put silage in it. And there's also a hydrant over here, a pump, a spigot, and it gives us no display as far as what is in here, as far as digestate. I assume it's making digestate because we put grass in it. We didn't get money out that I know of, right? So maybe when you put grass in, you get digestate. When you put silage in, you get digestate and money. I don't know. I don't know. We got this thing. We're filling this up a little bit. And what I've been doing is bringing grass down, dumping in here till the hopper's full, and then whatever's left in the loading wagon, I take over here. And we've got, at this point, I want to say, I can't see it because it's in front of my other window. I want to say we've got about 80,000 liters of grass in here. Yeah, my other window. You can see there we've got a bunch of wool pallets. I'm waiting for a special price to sell those, but they are building up. And then I've got one more thing I want to show you, and we'll get to work. Less talking, more rocking. Right back in here, I am running the DEF mod now. And so here's our DEF tank. And you're saying to yourself, right about now, you're saying, ill will. What the hell are you doing, man? Well, I'll tell you. See, there's a trailer you can get, and you fill it with DEF, and then you bring it up here and you transfer it to your storage tank at your farm. Well, you have to fill the DEF tank. You saw it when we were up here. You have to fill the DEF trailer from the DEF pump. Well, I got the OCD. There it is, right there. DEF pump. I got the OCD. Where am I going to put the DEF pump? I'm going to put it at a gas station. We don't own one, and we don't own any land that a gas station is on. So I don't have any place to put it. So what I thought was, very clever. What I thought was I'll get the trailer, and then I'll get a bunch of these little hand tanks, right? These jugs, and I'll put them in the trailer, and then I'll bring it up here. Well, it turns out you can't fill the trailer from these jugs. So they're just sitting back here now, and what we're going to need to do is every time we have to add DEF to one of our self-propelled vehicles, we'll just bring it back there and take from the tank until all the tanks are empty. What do you say? Now, here's an interesting thing. Refilled DEF canister. That more or less just never goes away. It's always there. So that mod might be a little bit bugged out, even though it's on the Giants mod hub. Yeah, what are you going to do? So we are running all those textures. I think they look good. I like what's happening down here in this field. I think the placeables are... I mean, this is reminding me of placeables from FS19. You just place stuff. No big drama, no big whoop. So I don't know what... I don't know. I'm really down on Giants right now. We'll get to that. I'm really down on Giants. In fact, the reason we're in Holzer Map today is because expect at any given moment that the last Farm Sim episode that we do is the last Farm Sim episode that we do, because I'll show you right up here while we're here. I'm really not happy with Giants as a company. I'm extremely disappointed. So here's where we're stacking our wool, waiting for a good price. We've got, looks like, how deep are we? Looks like we've got about 16 right now. And then also you can see slightly different texture on the hay bales. I like it. I like it. And those are the if I keep saying forbidden, I do apologize. Forgotten plants. And we're using those for everything. There's about a dozen, maybe 15 texture packs. I just got them all. You know I got issues with moderation. You know I do. So yeah, assume every episode of Farm Sim is the last one that I'm going to do on this channel, because yeah, I wouldn't say I'm over it. It's probably too strong a word, but I'm over it. There you go. Maybe it is too strong a word. So we're going to tip this at the BGA, and you'll see when we do, we get no money for it. So as I said, I don't know what happens when you dump grass in there. I don't think, I mean, from everything that I saw on that LS Mod Company site, they are legit. I mean, the site itself, like all mod sites, just has a bunch of other people's mods to download, and they get the penny, they get the nickel, whatever it is. But then they also have a lot of their own stuff that they made, and their own stuff looks really, really solid. So I have to assume, as far as me trying to figure out what's going on with this BGA, I'm going to go ahead and assume that the mod maker knows what they're doing, and it's just up to me to figure out, like, what's the haps. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's not bugged out. It's just different, and I need to crack that code. Now, I can tell you that you can't dump grass up at the hopper, and that makes me think that the hopper is only for silage. I don't have any silage handy at the moment. Makes me think the hopper is only for silage, because if you look back here, set the brake. If you look back here, I would consider this to be a bale trigger, and it's got a little spigot down there. So I'm wondering if you can't also sell or convert or whatever slurry here as well. And if you can put all those things into it, it would seem like you get something out of it. Now, at the very least, maybe you get digestate out of it, right? And you just don't have excess slurry or excess manure, or, you know what I mean? Like, if you've got too much of something, whether you can get any money for it or not, sometimes you just need to get rid of it, right? You're just out of space to store it. So, maybe it's something like that this thing just allows you, like if you have excess manure, it allows you to, at the very least, turn it into digestate, even though you don't get paid for it. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out in time. So we're going to take this right back here. And as you can see, we got the chute maker again. We had this on our first episode, and I got rid of it because I thought I would be doing all baling. And a couple things sort of changed. One is I saw this BGA, and the other is I realized how effing long it takes to bale just the fields that we own now, just with our 2 farms. And the idea that we would be doing that even more, you know what I mean? Particularly the wrapping. The wrapping, it takes forever, man. It takes forever. So what else is going on? Oh, okay, I can tell you this, and this sort of ties in with my, back up, I said. This sort of ties in with my frustration and disappointment with Giants. So the Anderson, steerable axles, man, they'll get you. Come here, you. So the Anderson DLC. First off, the Anderson DLC throws a bunch of Lua errors, even on vanilla map. Let's say that slowly and think about it. The Anderson DLC, a paid DLC that has been released for a game that is arguably not even done yet. A paid DLC is broken when you use it on a vanilla map with no mods. That is awesome. And that right there tells me everything I need to know about Giants as a company. You have got to be kidding me. Within the Anderson DLC, there is a bio baler, which makes wood chip bales. On the old stream map, we made wood chip bales, poplar bales, and then we couldn't sell them because that's not added as a bale type on that map yet. Now, it's actually added as a bale type on this map. That's one of the notes in the 1.0.2. Yeah, it has been added on this map. It needs to be added. And you can also sell your bales at a heating plant. I found a video of somebody selling bales, and they sold them at the heating plant. So I downloaded the heating plant from the mod hub, and it wouldn't take them. So that has not been edited up as well. That's not been patched up. But Stevie's will take it. It will take that bale type. So what I did was, we're going to go over here and see if this thing has, oh, clip the wall. I do that sometimes. I got a tail whip habit. So, oh dear, I didn't think there was a big bump there. So I went to the Giant forums and asked, like, is there documentation to add the bale type? And some random person, like, took exception to the way I asked and said, Giants isn't going to help you because you have a bad attitude or something. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so it is digestate. Now this thing takes, wow, it fills up fast too, right? So we want to back up if we can. Don't clip the fence. So they were no help at all. And obviously a fanboy, and, fanboys, Giants can do no wrong, or whatever it is their favorite game or their favorite sim is. They've never done anything wrong ever. And it's all, leave Brittany alone. So he was no help, and we went back and forth a little bit. And then a mod comes on and says, I'm closing this thread because you're rude. You could start another thread and ask again, but same thing. It's not likely Giants will help you because you were rude. And I think that is hilarious. I really do, because maybe it's just the way people are these days. Maybe it's the internet, what it's done. It's made everybody a Kardashian. Who knows? But that attitude, to me, is hilarious. Like, you're a paying customer and you have a problem with our product, then you can go fuck yourself because you have a bad attitude. And I think, oh, okay. All right. That's just so novel to me, because, one of my clients calls me and says, I have a problem. I'll drop what I'm doing and get on a goddamn plane and fly across country so we can go to a restaurant and order a glass of wine, and they can tell me what their problem is with my work. That's how I care about my customers. And to hear, now, admittedly, a moderator on a forum is not necessarily an employee of the company, but they are a representative of the company. And what a company has done in that scenario is they've outsourced their customer service rep work to untrained, unmonitored people. So you're representing the company. In this case, that moderator is representing Giants, and doing it badly. You are working in a customer service context right now. There is a customer with a problem, and you're telling that customer that everything is fine except for their attitude. And once again, sorry, you can go fuck yourself. That's not how business works. So the moderator tells me he's gonna put me on the moderated comment list, and I told him, why don't you just delete my account? Because, when you make a threat like that, you're telling me the things that frighten you, not the things that frighten me. I could care less about whether or not you moderate my comments. Be serious. I have had guns held to my head by people who are saying they're going to shoot me, and you're going to moderate my comments? Oh no. So yeah. I spoke to Giants via email, told them delete my account, and we're done. I'm still playing the game. I still like the game, and I'm really liking this Holzer Map, but the feeling that I have for Giants right now is exactly the same feeling that I have for cattle and crops, and things played out almost exactly the same way. I had sent the cattle and crops developers €100 via Kickstarter and become a gold member. And same thing, that contribution, being a gold member on their forums, means nothing. Don't say anything bad about cattle and crops. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't complain about not getting your money's worth after you've spent money. That is such a bizarre customer service concept to me. It's really, it blows my mind. So I got in touch with Cattle and Crops and told them delete my account. And they said, but you already paid and you're not going to get a refund. There's no reason to delete your account. Just wait, and when the game comes out, maybe you change your mind. And I told them, no, man, delete my account. I will never play your sim. You've lost me as a customer. Now, something that's interesting for me, because I work in marketing and business development, something that's interesting for me is I have worked with clients and potential clients, and they say, it's kind of a variation on a theme, but they say something along the lines of, if people don't understand what it is that we're doing, if people don't understand our vision, screw those people. We don't want their business anyway. And I think, I have to contain myself so I don't come up out of my chair and punch them in the face. If a customer or potential customer doesn't understand our vision, screw them. We don't want their business anyway. And I think, yeah. I mean, that's one way to handle it. You know what another way to handle it would be? Tell them what your vision is. Bring them around to how you see the world. Come on, man. What is wrong with you? And it's, everybody knows Coke and Pepsi. Everybody knows McDonald's. Everybody knows Fiat and Porsche, Audi, Volkswagen. Everybody knows those names. Everybody knows those companies. Now, let me interrupt my rant and tell you one other thing. We are also running, set the brake. We are also running now growth control. Give it. Left control W. No? Where is it? Why am I not seeing it? Maybe I need to hop out. There it is. Left shift Z. I thought it was. Right. We are running growth control. And it's different. It's like seasons, but not like seasons. And what's happened is, what had happened was, let me show you some grass here. We cut these 2 fields down here. We cut, go back. Yeah. So we cut these 2 fields. In the time that it took me to row up and bale this field and then forage this field and take it to the bunker, this field grew already. So we may or may not be able to fertilize it. That's the downside with, hang on, let me get the right there. That's the downside of that growth control mod, is it's sort of aggressive. You know what I mean? It's really taking itself kind of seriously. So get that open. And I think this could be the first time we've used this sprayer in a video. So I've used it on this map plenty of times, but I think it's the first time we've recorded it. Let me see. I'm trying to get over here so we can start right along the fence. Yeah, and then I'll back up one more time. So this field may or may not take fertilizer. If it does not, then we will go over and do the one behind us that I know will take fertilizer. Right. So we turn that on, and then I believe we lower this. Sure do. And we'll do, we are spraying. Yeah, it looks like it's taking it. Is that darker? Looks like it's taking it. Tag it. Oh, don't hit the fence. Yeah. Yep, it's going down. Okay, cool. I can, is it? Yeah, it is. It is. So, Coke and Pepsi. Everybody knows Coke and Pepsi. Coke and Pepsi both spend hundreds of millions of euro per year on advertising. And I've worked with, again, clients and potential clients that say, man, that's retarded. Why would you do that? Everybody knows what Coke and Pepsi is, and everybody's made their choice. Everybody's got their brand. That's dumb. That's wasted money. It's not. It's not. Trust me. They pay people, well, they pay people like me a lot of money to determine that that is not wasted money. McDonald's advertises. Everybody knows what McDonald's is. Why would they advertise? Well, because there are people being born every day, and there are people turning 13 years old every day. Oh, dear. Back it up. There you go. There are people turning 13 every day and deciding they're going to go to McDonald's for the first time, like on their own, and they're going to decide what they... Come on. Oh, dear. So I need to... Are we... Wow, we're that caught. Okay. Moment, please. There it is. I was trying to get up very close to the fence, and apparently I have succeeded. No, I need to... Jesus. Back away from the fence. There you go. Holy smokes. Right. Here we go. So... So there are people deciding every day what they want their fast food restaurant to be. There are people deciding every day for the first time they're going to go to McDonald's. This is just, there you go. There you go. That's why they advertise. There are people every day walking into Taco Bell or Burger King and getting shitty service and saying, you know what, I'm going to go somewhere else for my lunch now. Where should I go? Right? That's why McDonald's advertises. So to know that there are companies in the world like giants who really don't care about my business and really don't care about having me as a customer, and, you know, I understand that their attitude is, whatever, there's plenty of other customers. And they're right. They're right. There are plenty of other customers. But it's going to cost them more to bring in a customer than it is to keep a customer. That's a absolute true fact. And there is plenty of like hard data on that, like scientific data. I'm not talking about like anecdotes and, you know, feelings and things like that. I'm talking about scientific data, studies, research that says it costs X. Oh dear, turned it too sharp. Oh man, we're really struggling with our injector today. There's plenty of research that says, you know, it costs this to get a customer, to bring a customer in for the first time. I'm talking about marketing costs, real dollars. And it only costs this to keep a customer once you have them on board. And some companies get that and some companies don't. And some companies make money and some companies don't. And some companies survive and some companies don't. So there is no other farm sim right now. Cattle and Crops made a run at it. Who knows? I don't think that sim's ever going to be done. Whatever. That leaves farm sim. It's good. It's a good sim. But I won't do business with a company that does not value my business. So at the moment, didn't hit the fence that time. Hooray. At the moment, this is all there is. If there were anything else, I would be playing it. And depending on how things go in my world, I might replace this on the channel with something else. So that's my Giants tirade. But yeah, man, what a shitty company. What a shitty company. Selling a broken paid DLC for a broken game. Love it. I love it. So we got another big field behind this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this thing till it's empty. And then I'm actually going to go refill it from our slurry tank at our dairy farm here. Now something else, and I'll show you when we're done here, something else that's very interesting is we're not making any milk, and I can't figure out why. I cannot figure out why. Cows have everything they say they want. That's not the way I wanted to go. That's the way I wanted to go. They say they have everything they want, and yet, they're not making any milk. We were down the whole time. You know what? This has not been a good episode. Not been a good episode. This has not been good farming. I don't like when I record like that. But you know what? It's just a game. Nobody cares. we'll go right up here. Now we'll lower. Yeah. Do a couple little half circles here. And this field is done. I'm glad we were able to get fertilizer on this because I was not able to fertilize these last time. I had to mow them only half fertilized because for reals, like I couldn't get fertilizer down before they had grown again. I don't know. I mean, that growth control mod, I like the idea of it. I don't know. Seems not terribly well executed. It's better than nothing, you know, until seasons is available. It's all we got, but it's a little yeah, a little bit like that. Right. So I'm going to pull up into the court here. And I have to say, I like a lot of these textures, but this driveway, this concrete now, this is a forgotten, not forbidden. This is a forgotten texture as well. I don't know. I like the other ones. I'm not too crazy about that one. Right, and let's just double check. I think, yeah, don't need lime, don't need plowing, off. There we go. Yep, we got double on there. Fantastic. So we're going to go in here. Because we had digestate in here, I don't think we can add slurry until we're 100% empty. So let's just go ahead and drain this. Let's just go ahead and empty this out. Oh, and there we go with the leaf blowers. Best episode ever. Best episode ever. That's what I'm going with. Right. Let's go back in this corner here. I think we're just going to do a little. We've got about 2,000 liters in here. We'll just do a little. Just a little. Man, I want to get in close to that fence, but you saw how it went last time. Not so good. Not so good. Not so good. Right. So we go there, put her in gear, turn the pump on, lower the injector. Here we go. Now this one is definitely taking it. Yeah, it's not even, hasn't even started to sprout yet. So this one we can get. Tail whip. Don't. Oh. Don't. Oh. Oh, just curving it around. They're curving it around. Missed a little bit in the corner, but you know what? I'm not going to sweat that right now. I'd rather miss a little than hit more posts. And then I hit a post. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it looks like, well, yeah, that's too close. That's too close. So I will, I'll avoid that next time. Let's go fill this thing up and see what we got. And in fact, you know what? I'll pause right here. Yeah, let's pause right here. Set the brake, and if we go here and we go to animals, where is it? Right there. No milk. No milk. I don't get it, man. 99% productivity. We're making cows. I think it could be, maybe, that we need to run until we have 50 cows because the capacity of this is 50. Maybe. I don't know. The reason I think that's not the solution is that the farm across the street right there has a capacity of 200, and the idea that you would have to have 200 cows before they began producing milk seems a little, you know, that's a bit suspect. Right, is this going to let us fill? It certainly is. Fantastic. So we'll get this going. I apologize for the landscapers outside. I guess that's an every Monday thing. I should anticipate that a little better because it is, I know it's every Monday at this time, but you know what? This is when I have to record. Like, this is the time that I have available. Gotta record. What else can you do, yo? Oh. Oh, now we've done it. We've got the fill mass adjustment, and I think sometimes we're just going to have to go on the grass a little bit. I think sometimes that messes with the physics because I do see tractors and implements, a sprayer in this case, I do see them kind of slipping sideways when they normally wouldn't be. There goes my voice, by the way, too. I think we're just about at the end of the episode. Yeah, we'll go till this thing is empty, and then we'll call it. So let's unfold that. We'll go till the end of the episode. Till the end of the tank, rather. We'll go till the end of the tank. We'll call it. And, yeah, let's just assume that every Farm Sim episode from here out is the last one. And I don't mean that in an ominous way. I've just had it with Giants. I'd sort of had it when FS19 was released. I gave it another chance. Disappointed me. I gave it another chance after that. It disappointed me. And, you know, it's just... It is what it is. It is what it is. Right. You can also see back here, this is also from that Forgotten pack. But we've got a manure bunker back here. The manure bunker up front on this farm, I'd say, is pretty small. And as detailed and as well thought out and well executed as this map is, that poo bunker in the dairy farm just to our right does have a collision box. I wouldn't call it an error, but the way the collision box is set up, it does, the manure does clip through the wall. So what I've been doing is every time I see that it's getting close to clipping through the wall, I'll just grab a scoop and bring it over here. And I think it looked like we missed on the end. Yeah, because we were, yeah, you saw what happened. As our tractor started to go down that little hill, it pulled the front of the trailer down, which lifted the back of the trailer, which lifted the injector. So, okay, no problem. We'll tidy all that up off camera. But yeah, this is what I've been doing, and I decided to go with the BGA because I just couldn't see just bailing over and over. So I think we need to expand our horizons a little bit and get some other things happening on this farm. And as those other things begin happening, then we'll probably, I think it's reasonable to think, get into arable at some point and get some, either buy some arable fields or plow some of our grass fields under and get some arable crops going on this map. I saw that it's the Samplo Rosenlu. I think I said that wrong. It's the tiny, tiny, tiny little combine harvester from FS19. Don't hit the fence. Don't. It's the tiny little combine harvester from FS17. Somebody ported it over. So I think that would be perfect on this map. Because, obviously all the equipment that I ever want to use is way too big. But I think that little combine harvester would be just about right. So if we do get into arable, we'll probably use either that or something like that. Is it Samplo? Sampo? Take a look. Yeah, this is the field looks kind of flat, but it's actually got a little rise in it. Right. That's the end of that. So we're going to lift that. We're going to fold that. We're going to put her in reverse and bring those in and call it an episode. Yeah. Could this be our thumbnail? Where's the sun? There's the sun right there. Beautiful. Pull this up right about here. Set the brake. We're going to hop out. Come right over here. Yeah, should have curved it the other way, but that'll work. That'll work. There you go. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 17 from the Holzer Map. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.